Hey, so first of all, as I'm waiting for a few people to jump on, I just want to say thank you to all the friends that have reached out to me over the past few days as I've lost my grandpa, and we've got a celebration of life tonight for him. And I just want to say thank you for all of your prayers and energy and just being kind enough to reach out and support me through that. I really appreciate that. So as I was driving home today from running some errands, I was thinking about human design and why do I love it so much, and why has it been so impactful in my life, and why is it so blissful to share it with other people? Like when I'm giving someone a reading or I'm coaching them through like how to use their human design to work through a situation that's coming up, it's like it's so intuitively guided and it's so in alignment with me that it's almost as if I channel it. Like I'm just so happy when I'm doing it and I'm thinking, okay, so what is this? Why is this? And what's the need to share this? And what I really want to say about it is that I want to relate this to entrepreneurship. I obviously care quite a bit about myself as an entrepreneur and other women who take on entrepreneurship. And what it is for me is that so many times as we're growing up, we're told who to be and what to do. And so then when you move into entrepreneurship, it really should be your opportunity to look at a blank canvas and just create whatever the hell your heart desires. But because we're so entrained in this idea of I've got to follow the rules, or A plus B equals C, or whatever it is that's your pattern for you, you go and you try to find that out in the land of entrepreneurship, right? So you say, okay, I want to be a coach, but then you go and you find a program that tells you how to market, and then you find a program that tells you how to do sales calls, or whatever it is that you need to learn for your business. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't learn stuff, because you certainly should learn stuff. But a lot of times those things aren't 100% in alignment with you, and you don't know which parts to keep and which parts to let go of. You don't always have the confidence to say to the expert, hey, wait, I really like this part, but that part doesn't feel good. Because oftentimes, I don't know if you've heard this, I've heard it many times from coaches, if you do it exactly the way I tell you, you will get the results. The reason you're not getting the results is because you're not doing it exactly as I say. And it like throws it back on you, and that doesn't feel good, right? The thing about human design is it tells you what you're naturally gifted at. It shows you, like you go and you look at your chart and it tells you these are your natural gifts, these are your strengths. And what's so cool is that as you see those as your strengths, you're really reminded, like in your head, you have this like aha moment of, yeah, you know what? I am really good at that. It's just like it's being reflected to you, and it makes you feel so good. And what's cool about knowing what you're so good at is now you can go and capitalize on those things, right? Now you can focus on those strengths and become even better. You can look at the things that are maybe, I don't know if I want to say weaker, but you get what I mean, right? The opposite of your strengths, maybe the things you struggle more with, or the things that you just don't desire to do or whatever. And you can go and you can get support in those areas, not to make yourself better in them, but to allow someone else to fill in that part of your puzzle so that you can get to where you want to be a lot faster. Hi, Wendy. You're new to human design? Is that what you're saying? So that's what I love about sharing human design with people, is just showing them their strengths and watching them build that confidence as they go out and do this stuff. Because once you get that level of confidence, all of a sudden you can go out and you can be that expert in your field if you want to be. You have a feeling of authority, you have this air, and you start to become magnetic, and you start to draw in the things you're really meant to draw in, and you start to create the business you're meant to create because you know who you are, right? You know what makes you happy and you know what doesn't, and all of a sudden it becomes very easy to tell when you're in alignment and when you're not. And it becomes way easier for you to say, like, to an expert as you're taking the program, not that you have to always vocalize it to like the coach or whoever's running the program, but at least in your mind to be able to say, okay, I'm going to take this part, but I'm going to leave that part because it's got to be something that feels good for me. Because you're going to start creating experiences in your life that reinforce that belief that every time I do something that feels good for me, something good happens. And you don't always need to know what the end point is, right? Because the more and more you do it, the more confident you become in it. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today about why human design is so important to me and why I'd love, love, love to share it with you, is because it's just so cool. It feels like, I mean, this sounds cheesy coming out of my mouth. A lot of things I say are cheesy though, so I should just let that one go. It feels like a coming home. It feels like a coming home to yourself, because somewhere deep inside, you know exactly who you are, regardless of how many years or how many people have told you who or what to be that isn't actually you. It doesn't matter. Somewhere deep inside, you know it. So whether you have 2 layers to peel back or 20 layers to peel back, it doesn't matter. When you hear through your reading who you are, you're just like, yes, that is who I am. And it feels so empowering. Hi, Maggie. So I have wine. I like wine too, Wendy. So that's what I wanted to share with you about human design and why it is so amazing. If you're interested in having your own reading, or even just learning more about it, reach out to me. You know, if you're certain you want to have a human design reading, like, that's fabulous. Let's get it on the books. You can just go to sarahmwagner.com/human design and it'll take you right there. You can schedule it, you can pay for it, and we can get going. If you want to chat about it first, like if you have some more questions and you're totally new like Wendy is, feel free, reach out, send me a message. I will be slightly busy this weekend because, as I mentioned at the beginning, my grandpa did pass. So tonight we have his celebration of life, and then Monday we have the actual burial. So there will be some things going on. So if I don't respond to your private message right away, please know that I'm not ignoring you. I am fitting this stuff in as it feels good to me. Hello, Carla. But only as it feels good to me, because if I'm going to preach to y'all that you need to do what feels good for you in your business, I'm going to be doing that too. And so if that means that one of these days I check out for the afternoon, get a massage, then that's what I'm going to do. All right, so have a wonderful Friday. And like I said, reach out and let me know how you're doing. And let me know if you have any questions about human design. Let me see you real quick. Oh, that sounds wonderful, Wendy. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, totally reach out. When you book it, you can book it a few weeks out. So if it's helpful to just do it now and get it on the books, great. Do whatever feels good for you. If you'd rather reach out in a few weeks, that's good too. Okay, everyone, so have a great time. I'm going to go in and do a little bit more work before we head down. All right, bye.